Welcome to Canine Handler Fitness. This is a podcast for dog sport handlers who want to feel strong, capable, and confident in their bodies. Hi, my name's Liz Joyce. I am a strength and conditioning coach, and I specialize in fitness for agility and dog sport performance. In this podcast, we cover everything you need: strength, speed, mobility, and endurance. All the things to keep you moving, performing, and doing what you love, both in and out of the ring. Let's dive into today's episode. Hey y'all, it is that time of year, that glittery kind of new year, new you. Everybody's buzzing about how they want to be in the new year. It's the time of year when people are starting to reflect on maybe what didn't go so great. But more than that, I'm hopeful that people are spending time thinking about, if none of my habits existed, if I lived a perfect life, if I was the best version of this ideal me, what would that look like? And setting resolutions and goals around that vision. And I think it's so beautiful. And before we hop into this episode, I want you to think a little bit about what you want your next year to feel like, not just in dog sports, but in life and in your body and in your movement. For us dog handlers, the work that we do with our dogs can and often should be a guide for how we care for ourselves. Because your ability to show up for them, to move well, to adventure with them, to support them in their growth into being the best versions of themselves will also directly impact your performance and your connection with your dog and your confidence in the ring, and also your confidence in your every day-to-day life. And as a coach of human people, in the ways that you look at your dog and you see greatness in them, I look at you and I see greatness in you, and all the ways that you take time out of your day to make sure that they're well fed and well cared for and exposed to adventures that make their hearts sing. I'm that human coach looking at all of you, wanting that for you. And today we're going to talk about how we can make that come to fruition this year. The first thing we're going to do is reflect. And I want you to take a couple of minutes, and while I'm going through this, just think to yourself, what went well this year? Where did you feel strong, capable, or proud? If you're in kind of a bit of a valley of your life right now, you might need to scrape around a little bit to find these nuggets of beautiful gems, but they're there. And second, I want you to think a little bit about, where did you feel stuck or frustrated, maybe a little bit unmotivated? The most important thing that you can do in this exercise is take it as information and not with judgment. These things are not about who you are. These don't make you good or bad, worthy or not. This is all about information. Where are you stuck? Because once you can identify where you're stuck, you can start to make a plan to get a ladder together and get out of there. The key about all of this really is understanding truly, while it's incredible and important to have inspiration in your life all the time, you have to set your environment up in a way that you're going to have inspiration for the things that you really want for your big, meaningful goals in your life. Because fleeting bursts of inspiration are not enough. They're not going to carry you through days when you're unmotivated or a little tired or your schedule has conflicts. You need to set your environment up in a way that the things that are important to you are on your mind. There is constant battle for your attention, and you need to know that, and also be smarter than the algorithms and set your environment up intentionally in ways that are going to benefit you. Here's some things that you can do to set up a meaningful goal environment. Number one, I love this, keeping visual reminders of your goals around you all the time. That is going to include intentionally setting up the people that you're following on social media so that you are inspired with fitness, healthy eating, whatever it is that's on your meaningful list. It could be mountain adventures. It could be canicross. It could be any of those things. The things that are inspiring for you, big meaningful goals, are things that you want to keep in your face all the time. Or you might want to put a note on the mirror. You might find some inspiring messages that you want to put as a backdrop on your phone. Whatever it is that you need to do, you need to keep it visual on your mind regularly, like every single day. You do it with dog sports, intentionally or not, and it's time to intentionally do that for yourself. The next thing is that you got to schedule it, y'all. You can't think that you're going to add a workout regime or maybe a different way of eating into your life that requires more effort, more time, and that the rest of your life's just going to bump out so you've magically got this time. It does not work that way. You need to schedule it in, make space for it, and treat it like an appointment that you cannot skip. These are the promises that you make to yourself that are going to make or break the kind of confidence that you have in yourself and the confidence that you have in your ability to follow through. And lastly, I think it's really important for us dog sport handlers who are busy to not be thinking about needing to leave our home all the time for our workouts, but to set up a small dedicated space for training or exercise at your home. It's great to go to a gym. There's a lot of really amazing things about that. And for a lot of people, it isn't accessible time-wise. Their time resource can be limited, and also financially. And lastly, some people just don't like going to the gym. Removing barriers that you know are there for you are a big piece of this puzzle. The next thing I want to talk about is the importance of your friends in your community. Don't do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. Accountability and community, your friends, are huge motivators. We talked about this in our December All Access Pass Challenge episode. The importance of your friends. The biggest fitness hack you can ever have are the people that you intentionally put into your life. This could be training buddies. It could be a Facebook group. It could be checking in with your coach on your app. It could be sharing your progress or celebrating your wins on social media or with a close group of friends. All of these kinds of things make a massive difference in how you feel. And I think, to me, the most important thing is the people that you keep your close company with. If these are people that are pushing themselves to be a better version of themselves regularly, focused on the things that you can do to be better humans, and talking about those kinds of things, shifting the conversation, can really change how you feel about yourself. For me, people being nice is not enough for them to be in my inner circle. I have 5 top tips that are going to help you turn these big, meaningful, aspirational goals into reality. Because it's really important to talk about the actions that you can take when you're looking at your big dreams, to think about which ones of these are meaningful enough to me that I'm going to invest in it, even in small ways when things get difficult, and focusing your effort and attention on that. The first thing is you have to break your big goals into micro steps. Overhauling everything all at once rarely has any staying power. But when you can identify small, actionable habits, make them actionable, small goals that will build towards your ultimate goal, that is what you need to focus your attention on day to day, every day. Instead of thinking to yourself, I want to be fit for my trials this year, make a promise to yourself that you're going to have a strength session 3 times a week. That is an example of something that's going to move you towards your goal in a way that you're making a promise to yourself. Number 2, consistency over intensity will take you so much further. Even short, focused sessions are going to build your strength so much faster, your speed, your endurance, your athleticism so much faster than ones that are spread out. So doing 2 a week that are shorter is going to build you so much better than 1 every 3 weeks that's longer. Having regular exposures to those stressors is going to change how you adapt to them in a positive way. Number 3, getting some feedback loops in place. That could be taking video of what you're doing and then reflecting on it. It could be taking notes. It could be tracking in your app the weights that you're using. Having some kind of feedback for yourself is going to allow you to see areas for progress and also see those really exciting little windows where there's opportunity for improvements. The 4th thing is you have to plan for motivation. You're going to have times in life when you're low energy. These can sometimes be foreseeable, like you have a 20-hour drive to get to a trial. You're going to feel like trash when you get there. You know that. There's also times that you cannot plan for, like you have a stressful event at work. Your dog gets sick. You have some other challenge in your life and you can't sleep for a few days. You're also going to feel like hot trash. Having a plan for how you're going to deal with that, with those days, those hot trash days, is going to help you at least take action towards what you want for your life. And the last thing, and this is one of the most important things, is to celebrate little wins. Every small success will compound and create momentum. And momentum will build into motivation. Motivation is like that big snowball. Momentum is it going down the hill. And those small wins, those celebratory things, the things that you actually have to seek out, are you adding snow to the snowball before you send it down the hill. If you nail a core exercise or get a better squat form, or you finish a run and find that you have a little more in the tank, so you do just a little bit more but at a faster speed, you might even find that you hit every blind cross on the run. All of these things are so important to celebrate. There's nobody that's going to know all the challenges in your life and the things that you're doing that are better than they were last week, better than you. So take some time at the end of every day and think about, what did I do well today? That is going to change how you start looking at yourself and how these things are going to start coming together in your head. I think the important thing here is that having goals is crazy important. It will change how you move through life. Having aspirational goals is good. Having meaningful goals is better. That is something that's going to rip at the chords of your heart and who you are and help you stay in the game, even when you're having a bit of a valley type season in your life. So here's what I want you to do today. I want you to write down one big, meaningful goal for your fitness or your handling in 2026. This is a fitness related podcast, so hopefully there's something fitness in there for you. Number 2, I want you to pick 3 micro actions to take in the next week and then the next month to start moving towards that goal. And 3rd, and this is the one that might take a little bit of courage, I want you to share one of these with a friend, with a training buddy, or with somebody who's in your community, because accountability will work wonders. And I would bet you any money that when you start sharing these goals and habits and things that you're doing to make your life better, you're going to find that other people also share them too. And in that way, you get to make even more meaningful friendships. So as you head into the holidays, this break between Christmas and the new year, and you start planning your new year, I want you to remember, reflect on what did and did not go well, set your environment up for success, set the things that are in your face up for success. Be intentional about what the algorithm is going to be feeding you. Fill your community with like-minded people. Seek out and foster friendships that are going to support the person in the life that you want to have, and then take action. Your highest self does deserve more than fleeting inspiration or aspirational goals that don't have any plan, but you deserve dedication and showing up day after day. So thanks so much for listening, and let's make 2026 the year where we combine our big dreams with intentional action, and let's make them come true. Thanks so much for being here with me today and choosing to spend this time investing in yourself. I hope you feel encouraged to take action. Even the smallest steps forward will add up in ways you cannot even imagine yet. If this episode gave you something to think about or lifted you up, please share it with a friend. You really never know who might need these tools today. For more information, practical tools, and resources to help you get stronger and confident both in and out of the ring, head on over to caninehandlerfitness.com. You can also find me on all the socials under the same name, so come on over and say hi. I'm here to help you build the skills, knowledge, and belief you need to reach your goals. Keep going, keep learning, and most of all, keep showing up for yourself. You've got this, and I'll be here cheering for you every step of the way.